Welcome to Reptile Room 2015 Update Part 2. The reason why it's taken so long to get this video up is because we ran out of substrate and we're currently waiting an order in. So I've done my best to get the cages as clean as possible. What's cool is that the channel is close to 7,000 subscriptions right now, which is awesome. Along with those 7,000 people, there's bound to be some trolls, so I'm sure some of you guys will give me shit for seeing shit in some of these cages. But keep in mind that, you know, we're only a two-person job here and we both have other jobs other than this. And while we do try to keep the cages as perfect as possible, you know, I cleaned these two racks about like 3 or 5 hours ago. Could be that a snake just took a dump, or it could be, like I said, we're waiting for substrate, so I cleaned the ones that were the worst today, and the ones that weren't too bad, I let them be because the substrate should be coming in tomorrow. So without further ado, let's get going. We have about 14 more minutes to go through 48 other snakes. So this first animal here is a banana. This is just a regular banana. It's a proven breeder apparently. I mean, that's what we bought it as. It's quite small, a little bit skinny, so not too sure we're gonna have him go this year. It depends on how he eats, because he just came in like 2 days ago. So we're gonna see if he eats well. Maybe we'll breed him. It's really freaky up here in Canada, guys, or Quebec, Canada, I should say. It's December 22nd and there is no snow outside. Very weird. Anyways, so because of that, it's also kind of warm. Obviously, there's no snow because it is warm. It's been very rainy thus far. This guy, I'm not sure if you saw him in the last video. Anyways, he's supposed to be an orange dream bumblebee. Now, I do not see any orange dream in him at all. So we're probably going to talk to the guy who sold us this dude and see what's up with that. I mean, right now he's in shed, so he looks extra drab, but, you know, I really don't see the orange dream in that thing at all. Here we have our Puma male. He produced 2 Pumas and 2 Ivories for us this year. No, wait a sec. It might have been just 2 Pumas, and it might have been the Super Stripe that you guys will see in a second that produced the Ivories for us. Here is our Pastel Mochi. This guy is really cool. He's not looking too great either. He's probably approaching a shed as well. Normally he looks a lot brighter than that. His sister, though, which again we'll see later in the video, she looks awesome. She's way brighter than he is. This right here is Winky. I don't know if I have any old videos of him. This is one of the first snakes we've ever produced, and he is actually missing an eye. He's super tame though. Really friendly firefly, which is a fire pastel, for those of you who didn't know. And then here we have a queen bee. This guy was a key component into giving us one of our best clutches ever. He was bred to a large regular female, which you'll see in a couple minutes here. And all the babies ended up being lesser or better. So there were no normals from that clutch, even though we bred him to a normal female. 13 eggs, and I think we got 2 queen bees, 6 lesser bees, and then the rest were lessers. So that was crazy. Let me get down from the ladder here. What is this? Oh, this is the Super Chocolate, who's always really friendly. He produced that beautiful Super Chocolate Ghost for us. Obviously, he is 100% het ghost. And just, you guys get a look at him. His orange is really like not showing up. I mean, it's showing a little bit up on his back, but he looks a lot better in person than he does on camera, that's for sure. Here we have our Super Stripe. Produced the 2 Ivories that I was talking about before, and the Marvel Ball Python for us, which again is just a Super Stripe pastel. He's really cool. He's an amazing eater, this guy. He's never missed a meal. Here we have our Black Pastel Butter Ghost. You guys saw his brother, who is actually a year younger than him, before. So you guys could see the snake stays pretty light. Very nice looking. And here we have an Enchi hypo, or an Enchi ghost. This animal is kind of weird. He hasn't produced very many good clutches for us, despite him being one of our older males. Like, he's not super old, he should still be producing like good quality babies for us, but whatever. He seems to suck at mating. Anyways, here is an albino male. These are very cool. Everybody always really likes these guys. Very high contrast too. You guys can see the white and the yellow is not blended at all. So that guy's really nice. Then at the bottom here, we have our pastel genetic stripe. And we actually only have one female for this guy this year. And that is a genetic stripe yellow belly, which is actually probably our biggest snake. Put you away. Alright. Now we'll look at the females. Anything that's just a het or a normal, we won't be looking at just because they all look the same, right? We will look at the big female that produced 13 eggs for us last year. She's not going to go this year because she didn't put enough weight back on. I gotta be kind of careful here because she's a voracious eater. I don't want her to bite my face off, but that's her. Had albinos, they look like normals. I'll show you guys a big pastel. It's quite large. There she is. You guys can see pastels lose a lot of their yellow as they get older, especially that one. Right here is a vanilla. Again, you know, these kind of look like normals. A chocolate female here. She is not het ghost, but she's nice nonetheless. The real difference between chocolates and normals is they have a lot more black patterning along their backs, at least in my opinion. I mean, we used to have a male chocolate and it really showed on him. This is one of our nicer looking snakes. This is a regular Enchi. There's nothing else in her but Enchi, but she's very nice and bright. And she's produced really nice clutches for us. Awesome eater. And here we have the pastel ivory that I believe was in that bin over there last video. Oh my god, look at that. Jesus, the diamond dry really makes the camera go insane. And here is our other pastel ivory. And there you go, crap in the cage. I'm awaiting the hate. But yeah, this girl is amazing. I mean, that yellow line on her is it's too much, man. Really nice yellow head. Right here, this is a super pastel yellow belly. You guys can see the colors on her are quite nice, especially compared to that normal pastel we saw before. And of course, the blushing on her is very intense, especially on her back. But you guys could see that even super pastels dull out quite a bit once they become adult size. And this is our big snake that I was telling you guys about before. One of the most impressive snakes we got in our collection. And you guys can see she is due for a cage cleaning. But this snake is 3,000 grams and it is only 2 years old. And it is absolutely huge. I mean, it's not like the snake is just fat, but this snake is very long too. It's already 4 feet long. And yeah, pushing 3,000 grams. I really wish we were breeding something cooler than a pastel het genetic stripe. Sorry, pastel genetic stripe to her. Of course, all the babies are going to be combinations of pastel and yellow belly, and they're all going to be genetic stripes because they're both the visual form. This right here is a pastel yellow belly. We actually have like 3 of these, so I won't show you this other one here. Is this our het red exanthic lesser? I believe it is. Yeah, this is a really cool looking snake that you don't see that often. You don't see this combo that often. Het red exanthics, we sold all of ours except for this one. I find het red exanthics, they all feed super well and they all get pretty big too. So that's a really nice looking female. Not too sure what we're going to breed to her. And then this is our beautiful female pastel mochi that I was telling you guys about before. And you guys could actually go back into the archives of my videos and see when this girl was born. I believe she's only 2 years old, and you guys can see, I mean, he is a pastel mochi too, but she is just a way better example. We actually only wanted to keep the male back, but the female was so nice even as a baby that we just had to keep her back. So yeah, looking to breed her this year. Really excited about what we could get out of that. And of course this animal that you guys have seen, I don't know how many times anymore. Lost count of how much I've shown you this girl. Of course, this is our fire banana spider. She's awesome. And we're gonna actually have a poll down below. What would you guys prefer for us to breed to her? Joseph is thinking breeding the banana male, which will yield basically what she is, bananas, fires, spiders, but then we could also get the super banana forms of that stuff. And I'm not huge on the way super banana looks, so I'm not down with that. I want to breed the pastel mochi to her so we can make a 6-gene animal. This right here is another snake that you could look up in the archives and see when it was born. This is a black magic, otherwise known as a black pastel Mojave. That's really nice looking. Crazy stripe down the back. These are all females, by the way, in this rack, guys. This right here is the chocolate ghost. I mean, this thing just looks so cool with the contrast. We have 2 of her baby chocolate ghosts for sale. 1.1. So a male and a female. This here is just a regular ghost. She's very skinny right now. She's a on and off feeder, so she ain't gonna breed this year. And here we have our black pastel orange ghost. This is the orange ghost row. Here we have the butter orange ghost. You guys can see these get really nice bright snakes. And of course, your pastel orange ghost. And here we have a desert ghost. These are really cool, especially as they get older. They're actually really nice as babies too. They're a lot more yellow than this, and as they get older, they get this khaki color. That's a recessive, by the way. Not too many people know of that morph. Here we have a Disco Inferno, which is a it's basically the disco version of the vanilla cream. So I believe it's like fire with something called disco. I'm not too sure on the genetics, but I know it's basically vanilla cream, a different line of vanilla cream. Right beside we have this girl, which I never show. But yeah, now you guys can finally know that we do in fact have a piebald ball python in our collection. We have absolutely nothing to breed to her, but that's fine because she's too small for this year anyways. Show you guys. She's super low white too, obviously. Just has the white there and there. Okay. Oh, these are het ghosts. We're getting close to the limit. We're almost at 15 minutes. This is another really nice snake. We're definitely breeding the pastel mochi of this thing to make super pastel mochi champagnes. This, if you guys didn't know what it is, it's a pastel champagne, and I find this snake absolutely beautiful. People hate champagnes for whatever the reason, probably because you can't do too much in terms of pattern with them, but I find they're just awesome animals. Especially the Enchi champagne. And down here we have a really big female Mojave. This is actually the mother to the black pastel Mojave, the Black Magic. Went over 15 minutes, so this thing's probably never going to upload. This right here is a calico, super low white. Just going to kind of blast through these last 4. This right here is a black pastel. Another one that's an on-again, off-again feeder. Probably not going to go this year. This is a really big pinstripe. She got the last year off, so she's definitely ready to go this year. This animal also got the last year off. She's a beast when it comes to feeding. This is a black pewter, black pastel, and then finally, over here, we got one of the first snakes we've ever produced. This is a butter het ghost. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're close to 16 minutes. Stay tuned for the chameleons, cresteds, other geckos, and the colubrids. Thanks, guys.